Hi you guys. Well, welcome to my channel. Let me know if you guys like this view better. This view, I kind of like the way that my, what is this thing called? There's a biker. Whatever this thing is called. It's not a tripod, but my phone holder. I like this placement better than where it was before, because before it was kind of up here, but now. Anyway, that's besides the point. I am currently on my way to a fitness class. I'm doing step today, so this is going to be more cardio and leg work. We'll see how much I like this class, and this class is only 30 minutes long. However, it's probably going to be 30 minutes of like straight cardio. But in today's video, I wanted to talk about I don't really want to call it cancel culture, because you guys know how I feel about the term cancel culture, but Jon Gruden, who was a head coach in the NFL, has currently been called out for using racist, misogynistic, and homophobic language. Now, the first email that came out was from 2011, so it was like 10 years ago. But that was the first thing that came out. And in my opinion, oh God. In my opinion, what he said, it was insensitive. And, okay, this is what this man said. So, apparently, he was talking about players, or I don't know, he was talking about a black person, and he was talking about how they run, how people run their mouth and they run their lips, they call them rubber lips or whatever. And this man said, okay, I'm going to try not to laugh because it's quite hysterical, but he said that, this man has lips the size of Michelin tires. And while coming from a white person, it's not funny. But like, if somebody said that to me and they were black, I probably would laugh. And call it a double standard if you want to, but that's how I feel. It's one of those things where it's like, I can talk about my family members all I want to, but you, off limits for you. You can't talk about my family. I could sit there and be like, if I had a sister, and be like, ooh, my sister's such a bitch. Ooh, I hate her. And if somebody came back and was like, yeah, I don't like her, she's a bitch. You might want to watch your mouth. That's just how I feel about the situation. But, so a lot of people think, because that was the first thing that came out, a lot of people think that's the only thing that Jon Gruden said. And it doesn't even matter that he was a grown 40, 50-year-old man when he said it. People are like, oh, that was 11 years ago. We were in different times, blah, blah, blah. Nah, them emails kept coming, and it was in a professional setting. It was his professional email. Wasn't even his personal email. So people couldn't use it's just locker room talk. They couldn't even use that. All of these emails, they dated back as far as 2018. That was only 3 years ago. 2 years ago, 3 years ago. And he said a lot of things. If you guys want to Google it, you can. But he was saying things like he doesn't think women deserve spots in the NFL. I'm pretty sure he was against the whole kneeling thing. A lot of people are saying, well, it's not like he said the N-word or anything like that, and he carries himself in a professional manner. And a lot of black people came to his rescue, which I have a hard time defending, because when people get outed as a phobic or an ism or an isist, a lot of people in those groups will come and say, well, he never said that to me. Just because that person was nice to you doesn't mean that those are their feelings towards your community. That's, you know, it's giving me very much Candace Owens, where people, white racist people, will say things like, Candace Owens I like Candace Owens, so there's no way I can hate black people. But Candace Owens is also the type of person who panders to white people because she wants nothing but white acceptance. I just have a problem with black people running to their rescue, coming to their rescue as soon as it's proven who they are. That's why I strongly believe in, when people show you who they are, believe them, because that's who they are. And now that these emails are being leaked, and the crazy thing is, somebody has been holding on to these emails for years. People knew who this man was, but they decided to let it go. And whoever had these emails, whoever leaked these emails, did it at the right time or whatever, and was just like, here you go. And now all of a sudden everybody wants to come out and be like, yeah, we've always known that Gruden was a fraud and this, that, and the other. So why didn't you say, I'm not victim blaming, but if you knew this man was who he was, and I understand why people don't say anything, but I also don't believe in kicking people while they are down. He's already getting fired, or like, his career is done. Jon Gruden will never work in the NFL again. He just won't. So this man's career in the NFL is over. So just let it be. You could have been the first person to expose him years ago, whether it was a popular opinion or not. You know, that's just like the people who I've been calling out for years. Now all of a sudden, all the masses are like, oh, I can't believe this person is like this. Oh, you can't, because I've been saying it for a long time. Black and brown people have been saying it for years. So don't be afraid to go against the grain and call people out when necessary. Just don't be afraid to do that. Because you're probably not the only one. You're probably not the only one. So, I don't know. It's just, karma always comes back, you guys. Don't think that anybody is above karma. That's how I feel about it. And Jon Gruden has such white male privilege. This man was speaking like this because people let him get away with it for years. Had it been a person of color or a woman or a queer person, they would have been like, they wouldn't have even had the opportunities that Jon Gruden had. And this is the white privilege that people talk about. This is the white privilege that people talk about. Had it been anybody else, had it been somebody part of a marginalized group, they would have been called out. White, cis, male. That is the standard. That is the standard. And now he's getting what's coming to him. And a lot of people are calling it cancel culture, but I like to call it accountability. Like, he's out here talking about the general manager, calling him a queer. He's probably, I mean, there were hints that he's used gay slurs, including the F word. Like, it's insane that people think they can still talk about other human beings like that based off of their feelings. That's all it was. It was based off of his feelings. You know, he felt some type of way because of something. And it wasn't anything that was harmful to to him or anybody that he loved, and he's out here just using slurs. Like, you can't do that. It takes nothing. It costs absolutely nothing to be a decent human being. And Jon Gruden is just showing his ways. And I don't know how old this man is, but I think, and this is something that I will believe in, and I will take as facts until otherwise. I think that if you have a nasty heart, you age like a raisin. You age like a banana. And again, I don't know how old Jon Gruden is. He can't be no more than like 60 something, and this man looks rough. And you guys, it's science. If you are a good human, it's gonna show on the outside. If you are not, if you have a hateful heart, it will show on the outside. And that is something I will take as facts and science until proven otherwise. So I think that a lot of people are gonna start, like, I understand the older generation, whatever. I think that's a cop-out, but I understand the older generation, they're used to living their life one type of way. But I'm sorry, you've got to learn how to be, you need to learn how to change with the times. Because a lot of people will say, oh, there's so many more, I don't even know how to put it. It's just like bigotry was acceptable, but it didn't make it okay, if that makes sense. Just because it was legal or accepted doesn't mean it was morally okay. A lot of people, you know what I mean? Like, slavery was once legal. I don't know how else to say that. Slavery was once legal. Just because it was legal doesn't mean it was okay. Does not mean it was an okay thing to do. I don't understand why people just don't see that. So I guess that's my little rant for today, my little commentary for today about Jon Gruden. And I mean, like I said, when a person shows you who they are, believe them. Just because he was nice to black people in a professional setting does not mean that he's not racist. You can have a professional relationship with somebody, with a person of color, and still be racist. You can have a sexual, you can have a intimate, you can be married to a person of color and still be racist. You can have black children and still be racist. It's all about your thoughts, your actions, your morals. Just because you're nice to one black person doesn't make you not racist. So please stop with the, well, he was nice to me. Yeah, he likes you. That doesn't mean he likes all black people or black people as an entity. Y'all gotta you gotta get y'all lives together and stop caping for these people. So anyway, I am about to be at my workout class, and then after this I have to go and volunteer at the book fair, and then I have to go get my nails done, and then I have to go meet with my sponsor, and then I have to go to a meeting, and then I have to pick up Miles. I love my life. So anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay, so that step class kicked my ass, but I enjoyed it. It was cardio, it was fast paced. I felt like I had two left legs, hopping over the little bench, trying to keep up with the moves. Like, it's fine. I know I already signed off, but I had a couple more thoughts in my head. So when I was saying, this is about Jon Gruden again. So when I was saying, how come people didn't speak up about him being like racist and homophobic before, and in my head I was equating it to like victim blaming, such as why don't people speak out about abuse. But now that I'm really thinking about it, those are two separate things. People don't speak out on abuse because nothing ever gets done. Like somebody will say, you know, this person did this to me, and then they'll accuse the victim. They'll say things like, well, what did you do to make that person react that type of way? Or, you know, or what were you wearing? Or how come, you know, or that's not who that person is, or whatever. They gaslight and they victim blame. But when people don't speak out on topics like that, like racism, it's because, in my opinion, it's because they truly just don't care that much. They were okay with Jon Gruden's bigotry until they weren't. And usually it's because of something like Jon Gruden had a contract to make $100 million. So that's what drew the line for you. Like, the action in itself wasn't enough for you to speak out against it. I think that's where my train of thought was going. It's like, so you didn't care at the time. You did not care enough to speak out because it's not that important to you. So is it because of jealousy? Is it because of hatred? What's the reasoning? Because in 2011, again, the bigotry was not okay, but nobody said anything. Like, they waited on this until, you know what I mean? So I think I wanted to clear that up, because in my head I was thinking that I don't know, it just didn't equate. It didn't make sense in my head. So I just wanted to clear that up, to reiterate. And yeah, so I'm now on my way to the school. I know, without taking a shower, I'm so gross, I'm so sticky, but I am volunteering, and I have so much to do, and I have to pack before Friday, because Friday I'm going to Denver. So anyway, this time for real, I think. Bye.
Give me up, I wanna. Gotta work, go berserk, I gotta. Know you gon' wake up. Know you gotta get your cake up. Don't matter if it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it's my time.